and welcome back to our channel. So today's video is going to be all about my favorite products for baby-led weaning, or really any method of feeding your baby. If you're doing traditional feeding or whatever you want to do, these products will make it a lot easier. Now, Taryn started with baby-led weaning at 5.5 months. He's 18 months old now, so we've been at this for a while, and I've tried a lot of different products. We have fallen in love with some things, and that is what I'm gonna be sharing with you today. We've learned some things that are definitely a necessity, and we've tried some products that are not so great. Now, I know you definitely do not need fancy things to feed your baby. You can literally use things you already have at home. It doesn't require much, but there are definitely some products out there that make it easier on you and easier on your baby. We're gonna be talking today about everything from utensils, plates, random products, cleanup products, all that good stuff. So if you're interested, definitely keep on watching. And if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe. I have some other baby-led weaning videos that I'm sure you would really like if you're interested in checking them out. But let's go ahead and just jump into my favorite products. Something every parent is going to experience no matter how you feed your baby is messes. Babies are really messy, especially with baby-led weaning. We really encourage independence and feeding themselves, whether that is picking up the food and directly putting it in their mouths, or scooping up the food themselves, or even giving them a preloaded spoon for them to eat. It's messy. This one might be a pretty obvious product, but you definitely need a bib if you're feeding babies. This bib is one of our favorites. We have lots of different types. Not necessarily this one by Bumpkins, although I do like it, and I think this was on Amazon, but this style of bib is my favorite. It velcros on the back instead of ties. It goes over their shoulders and covers their entire body, including a little bit of this will go on their laps too. And then there is like a pocket in here to catch some extra food. And I also love that it is this like plasticky, it's not plastic, I don't know what the material is. It says polyester, I don't know. It's like this material that's super easy to wipe, so you don't have to throw it in the washing machine every single time you use it. We usually use a bib for at least a day, sometimes 2 days if we didn't have a super messy day, and then we throw it in the wash once we're done. But I would definitely recommend getting a collection of bibs, probably four to five, if not more. I have tried a couple expensive bibs, but honestly, anything that is like super easy to clean, plasticky material that covers their whole body, you'll be good. Even if you use a bib, your kid is probably still going to manage to get food on their clothes, and that can stain and ruin things. Blue Dawn dish soap is an awesome way to get stains out, but my favorite, hands down, is this Grandma's Secret Spot Remover Laundry Spray. I've used this since before I had kids. One time I got black eyeshadow on my carpet and I used this to get it out. I swear by this stuff. This bottle I just picked up from TJ Maxx, but I definitely recommend choosing this Grandma's Secret Spot Remover. And I don't think that this has bleach in it. No chlorine, no bleach, and no animal testing. The last apartment that we lived in had carpet in the whole apartment, but specifically in the dining room area. So for the sake of our security deposit, we needed a splat mat or something to protect the floor. This is pretty self-explanatory. It is just a mat that you lay out underneath your high chair. We use this one under his sensory table and we take it on the go. That is why it looks in pretty good condition still. The one under his high chair does not look this great. This protects your floor from all the food that your child will drop or probably throw. My child throws food. Oh, and there we go. But yeah, this helps keep your floors clean. Even now that I have laminate flooring in our current place, I still appreciate this so much because I don't have to scrub my floors every single day because yeah, that kid throws a lot of food.
Are you all done?
Next, we're gonna be talking about utensils. This is actually what I keep Taryn's utensils in. It's a little mason jar that I just recycled and threw in our cupboard. But there are lots of different types of utensils in here, as you can see. Since starting baby-led weaning at 5.5 months old, we have gone through lots of different phases of utensils, and his needs have changed. In the beginning, he needed something soft that he wouldn't gag on, that was easy to control and get into his mouth, and also easy to hold on to because he obviously didn't have the hand strength and coordination to hang on to a spoon. We had 2 utensils that we loved in the very beginning, and the first one is this, which is a Utensils. It comes in a pack of 2, but somehow along the way I've lost one. But this is what it looks like. It's textured on the end. This is silicone covering this harder plastic, so it's really soft. It's not gonna hurt your baby's mouth. And this handle is honestly perfect for your kid just to grab with their whole hand. These are great for preloading spoons for your baby. What we would do is we would preload both of them. So I would take the spoon and scoop it, and I would take the other one and scoop it, and then I would give him both of them. He'd have food in both his hands, and eventually one of them would make it its way to his mouth. These particular spoons, the texture really helps the food stay on. The other spoon that we really liked was this one by Munchkin. Somehow I ended up losing this one, so I don't have the actual spoon to share with you, but this one was great for him to feed himself with as well. You can see there's the ball on the end, and it's also silicone, so it was really easy for him to grip. And because it was short, it was really easy for him to maneuver it to his mouth, just like he would when he was sucking on his thumb or just munching on his hands, because babies do that. And the spoon part was soft. It was made out of the same silicone as the rest of the spoon. He didn't really gag on it. Now, as he got more eager to eat, we had to stop using the utensils because he would gag on them. He would really stick it in his mouth and trigger a gag reflex. So we needed something a little softer, and that was when we tried these Ola baby spoons. So they look like this, and as you can see, they're kind of shaped a little bit more like a spoon than the other ones. They were a lot easier for him to scoop himself. They are really bendy, so he didn't gag on these. The handle is thick, so he could grab it really easily. And something that was really nice, I don't have any hard surface. If I scooped food with this and preloaded the spoon, I could sit it on his high chair for him to grab. I really liked these spoons, and we used these for a really, really long time. I really like these Ola baby spoons. Obviously, I like all of these products, but I would say out of all of the training spoons that we used, these were my favorite. Now, even though we did baby-led weaning, we did occasionally feed Taryn the traditional way by spoon feeding him purees. And when we did that, I really liked these Munchkin spoons. These are the Munchkin white hot spoons. I would not recommend letting your baby feed themselves with this. These are way too hard. They will definitely stick these back in their throat and gag. One thing I do really like about these is the tip turns white when the food on it is too hot for your baby. So if you're doing traditional feeding where you're gonna spoon feed your baby, I would definitely recommend these that have that little hot indicator. And now that Taryn is almost 19 months old, these are the types of spoons that we use. They are metal. They're not sharp, but they are just normal metal spoons. We actually only have these two sets, and I really like them a lot. We have these Mackenzie Childs ones that he got for Christmas last year, and they're super cute. I just want to share. Little woodland woodpecker. And then we have these. These are just a couple bucks for the set, and I got this at Walmart. So these are the utensils that Taryn is currently using now. Next, let's talk about cups. We've gone through lots of phases of cups too, and I've really learned what works for us and what doesn't. The first cup that we ever used was this one by Easy Peasy. Again, I don't know where it's at, but it's an open cup. First of all, it's silicone. It's really soft. There's also a weight on the bottom, so it's pretty hard to knock over, and it holds 2 ounces of water, which is a great amount for a little baby. In the beginning, like when you first start feeding your baby solids, they can really only have a couple ounces of water a day. So for me, this was a great tool to measure that water out. All you do is you take your little cup and you put it up to your baby's mouth, and then you go 1, 2, 3, sip, and let them get some water. At first, it's just going to be water that you're putting on their mouth, but eventually they'll figure it out and they'll start drinking. And we used this cup every single day for definitely 6 months, if not longer. And we also used this cup. So this is the Munchkin weighted straw cup. This was what we used for water in the beginning, and I would use that Easy Peasy cup. Like I said, it had 2 ounces in it, so I would use that to measure how much water he could have, and I would fill that cup up with water and dump it in here to 2 ounces, and this would be what he would drink water out of. Now, he doesn't drink water out of these anymore, but we do give him whole milk in this cup every single day, twice a day. It's really easy for him to drink out of, but it also doesn't spill. So if I hold it upside down, it's not gonna spill because it has a straw. But also, if it falls on its side, a couple drips might come out of here, but not nearly as much as I have seen come out of a sippy cup. So we definitely recommend these cups. Next cup is one that unfortunately is kind of hard to find. You can get it in store at Target, so I'll link it down below. And I think I found a link for Amazon too, so if I can still find it there, I'll link it there too. This is the First Year's straw cup. It looks like a sippy cup, but it's not. It's a straw cup. And it's also insulated. It is plastic, but there is some insulation here. And this is what we give Taryn water in at bedtime. I didn't want to use the Munchkin weighted straw cups because, like I said, it can drip a little bit, which is fine for day to day, but in his bed, I don't want it dripping. So these cups do not drip at all. There's no water in here, but they really don't drip at all. So you may be thinking, okay, we've got a milk cup, we've got a nighttime water cup. Do you give your kid water during the day? I do give my kid water during the day in another straw cup. So this is a straw cup that we prefer during the day because it has a wider straw, so we can get bigger gulps of water and get more water intake. Taryn loves water and we let him drink as much water as he wants. I've heard some parents swear by this cup for smoothie cup, but for us, we just like it for water. It works really great. And it is also leak proof. Having a toddler is messy enough. I don't need a cup that's going to drip water or milk or whatever all over my house. So yes, this is Taryn's daily water cup. With utensils, I forgot to mention this Infantino little guy that I discovered. So these are genius. These are little spoons. First of all, it comes in this convenient keychain because you can throw it in your diaper bag, and they look like this. And what these are, again, these are awesome if you're a traditional feeder too. These are designed for pouches. I'm gonna show you. So this is a pouch from Costco, and you just screw off the lid and then you screw on the spoon. We use pouches a lot when we would be eating at a restaurant, and it was just super convenient to fill up the spoon and give him a little bite, and then mess free. They just make feeding purees out of a pouch a little bit easier. In the beginning, we did use plates for Taryn because the walls of the plates make it a lot easier for him to scoop food out of. But for a while there, after I would say probably about 9 months, we started putting the food directly on his tray just because that's what worked easier. But when we were using plates in the beginning, these are the plates that we used. This is the brand Easy Peasy. The little cup that I had actually matched this. Like I said, the edges are raised, so it's really easy for your baby to grab on. It has different sections for food. It's also a silicone mat, so it will stick to your high chair tray. I never really had much luck with it sticking to my high chair tray on my Trip Trap or my IKEA one, but it is kind of heavy, so it's harder for them to pick up. I'm a big fan of the separate compartment, which you'll see when I show you our current favorite plates. I've been keeping these plates in their package for weeks now to show you. These are by the brand Replay. This whole pack of 3 plates was $5 at Walmart, and it's made from recycled milk jugs. We literally have 10 of these plates. I love them. So let me just open this so you can really see what they look like. So this is what they look like. They fit together beautifully. If you've had kids that you've fed before, you would know that their products, their plates, their bowls, their whatever, they take up a lot of space in your cupboard, so having something that stacks so nicely together is definitely a bonus for me. I love this. The sections of these are bigger, so I can give him more food, and you can just throw them in the dishwasher, which is also really nice too. This product is something that we used to use a lot before COVID, when we were actually going to restaurants. And this is a placemat that has like tape on the back so it sticks to your restaurant chair. First of all, I find restaurant tables disgusting. You never know what they use to wipe it down or how old that cleaning solution with the rag in it is. So I like to put an extra precaution down and lay this on the table so I know that the surface my kid is touching is clean. I just picked these up from Target. They do sell silicone placemats that you can take with you to restaurants that you don't throw away when you're done. And once we run out of these, which I really don't foresee being for a really long time just because we're not using them frequently, I do plan on buying one of the silicone ones just to be a little bit more conscious of our sweet planet because we only have one. Guys, I think that's everything. I hope you guys liked kind of hearing about our baby-led weaning experience and the products that we have absolutely fallen in love with. If you did like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and give it a thumbs up if you like these types of videos that are related to feeding your babies, because I know when I was first starting to feed Taryn, I would watch every video I could on stuff like this. So if you give it a thumbs up, I can know that you want to see more on that. That is going to be all for today's video. If you are new to my channel, please be sure to subscribe. I would love to have you be part of the fam, and I'll see you guys in my next vlog.